Hi everyone. Today I am going to discuss about cognitive computing. Let's have a look at the main contents of this topic. Uh, First we will see what is cognitive computing, then how does cognitive computing work. After this we will discuss about architecture of cognitive computing and moving on advantages of cognitive computing and various applications of cognitive computing, and finally we will also discuss about how cognitive computing differ from artificial intelligence. Okay, let's begin with what is cognitive computing. Cognitive computing is the use of computerized model to stimulate the human thought process in complex situations where the answers may be ambiguous and uncertain. Cognitive computers use computerized model to solve a specific task where the answers may be ambiguous or uncertain. We all know that computers are faster than human at processing or calculating, etc. But in some cases, while performing some specific tasks, computers also have some limitations such as understanding natural language and recognizing object in an image. In these situations, we use cognitive computing. In other words, we can also say that cognitive computing is an attempt to have computers mimic the way a human brain works. Let's move on and see how cognitive computing works. Okay, cognitive computing is accomplished by combining the cognitive and computer science. In cognitive computing, the engineers build the code and cognitive function into the computer system and create technology platform to solve complex and complicated problems without any human intervention. These systems also contains learning technology such as data mining, pattern recognition, natural language processing, etc. These are used to mimic the way human brain works. One of the main goal of cognitive computing is to facilitate the creation of automated IT models that are capable of solving problems without any human interaction or assistance. Okay. Cognitive computing have so many features. Some of them are here. First of all, it should be adaptive. That means now cognitive system must be flexible enough to understand the changes in the information. So this system must be able to digest dynamic data in real time and make adjustment as a data and environment change. Another feature is being interactive. So human computer interaction is a critical component in cognitive system. Users must be able to interact with the cognitive machine and define their needs. As those needs change, the technology must also be to interact with other devices. The next one is iterative and stateful. Now also these systems must be able to identify problems by asking questions. The last and final feature of cognitive system is contextual. Contextual system must be understand and identifying the mind contextual data. That means syntax, time, location, domain, requirements, etc. Cognitive computing is also called as subset of artificial intelligence. Okay. Architecture of cognitive computing. Cognitive computing is a kind of heterogeneous model that makes the working of computerized device worlds in all aspects, making it capable to solve any and every kind of problem that a human brain as well as computer could tackle. Cognitive computing has a heterogeneous architecture and it performs complex tasks and solve any complex task as an human brain or any computer could tackle. The architecture of cognitive computing chips has neurosynaptic cores and operate in parallel as nodes, that means neurons, that comprise of the processors, cell body, data bus, axon and memory synapse. Okay, let's discuss about the various advantages of cognitive computing. Accurate data analysis, one of the main advantages of cognitive computing. Cognitive systems are highly efficient of collecting or information, analyzing situation effectively, etc. Let's discuss this advantage with an example of healthcare industry. In healthcare industry, cognitive system IBM Watson help the physician to collect and analyze data from the patient from various medical reports and medical journals, diagnostic tools, etc. And it is used to backtrack the treatment recommendation that is beneficial for both the patient and also the doctor. Instead of replacing doctors, cognitive computing employs robotic process automation to speed up data analysis. Next advantage of cognitive computing is learner and more efficient business processes. Cognitive computing can analyze emerging patterns, spot business opportunities, and take care of critical process entry issues in real time. By examining vast amount of data, cognitive computing systems such as Watson can simply process, reduce risk, and pivot according to changed circumstances. While this prepares business in building a proper response to uncontrollable factors, at the same time it helps to create lean business processes. Next advantage is improved customer interaction. The technology can be used to enhance customer interaction by implementing robotic process automation. The technology is used to enhance customer interaction by implementing robotic process automation. Robots can provide information to the customers without any interaction with the staff members, and also computing make it possible and provide only relevant and valuable information to the customers. While providing valuable and relevant information to the customers, it improves the customer experience and making the customers satisfied and much more engaged with the business. Now let's look at some of the applications of cognitive computing. One of the main application of cognitive computing is healthcare. Cognitive computing can deal with large amount of unstructured healthcare data such as patient histories, diagnosed condition, and journal research article that are used to make them medical professionals and doctors, helping them to make a better treatment decision. And also cognitive technology expands a doctor's capability and assists the doctor's decision making. Next, retail. In retail environment, these technologies analyze basic information about the customer. In retail environment, they are looking for the basic information about the customer and also look about the customer, what product is the customer looking for, and this system then provide the customer personalized suggestions. The systems are provide the customer personalized suggestions. Banking and finance. Banking and finance computing cognitive computing in banking and finance industry analyze the unstructured data from different sources to gain more information about the customers, and it is used to create natural language processing is used to create chatbots to communicate with the customer and improve the customer engagement efficiency and operational efficiency. Logistics. Cognitive computing aids in areas such as warehouse management, warehouse automation, network, and IoT devices. Let's move on and understand the difference between cognitive computing and artificial intelligence. The technology behind cognitive computing and are very similar to the technology behind artificial intelligence. These include machine learning, deep learning, neural network, etc. But they do have various differences as well. Now, cognitive computing have the capability to simulate human thought process to assist human in finding solution to complex problem, whereas artificial intelligence have the capability to find pattern in big data, to learn and either reveal hidden information or deliver solutions to complex problems. While cognitive computing, the purpose of cognitive computing is to augment human capabilities, whereas the purpose of artificial intelligence is to automate the processes. Finally, cognitive computing are used in customer services, healthcare, industrial sector, whereas the artificial intelligence is used in the sections where finance, security, healthcare, retail, manufacturing, government, etc. Okay, so I hope you have an idea about cognitive computing and artificial intelligence. So that's all for today. I hope all of you have understand this section. Thank you.